Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. Got a quick question for you. Do you have a hard time figuring out a guy's real intentions? Do you tend to get caught up in the smoke screen, where you think a guy is somebody other than he's not, and it's not until you give him your heart or other body parts that you figure out his real intentions, that he's not the kind of guy that you're looking for? Well, if so, I want you to pay close attention, because this video today is going to change your life. What I want you to do, I want you to get out a little pen and paper, and I want you to write down this phrase. If you need to hit pause, go ahead, hit pause, but go get a pen and paper and write down this phrase. I want you to put it on an index card and put it over your mirror. Ready? Here we go. The truth always reveals itself. And see, one of the biggest challenges that we're making in your love life is that you think you've got to try really hard. Okay? And you go for the chemistry in the beginning and the excitement, and you get caught up in the smoke and mirrors, and you're not present enough to see a guy's real intentions. See, just because a guy starts off in the beginning and he says and does all the right things doesn't necessarily mean it's true. And that's one of the biggest things that's working against you in your love life. You think, oh, he's saying this, he's doing this is going to be the one. How many of those guys that you thought were the one ultimately turned out to be a big asshole, or somebody you couldn't trust, or who just was never there for you at the level you desire and deserve? So you've got to use that to your advantage. How it works, and how it worked in my life, is, because believe it or not, it works both ways, is that I was used to these relationships where everything was great in the beginning, and then sooner or later something happened, and then I started seeing the true colors. And when you understand that, you tend not to jump into relationships. You tend to sit back and say, okay, show me your true colors. You're saying and doing all the right things, but let's see if it's really true. And that's how you're going to know, is because when it's the right guy, and that's the key, is the right guy, he will consistently show you from the beginning, not just in the beginning, but consistently throughout time, that he is there for you at the level you desire and deserve. That he is open, he's emotionally available, and he is a good relationship partner. See, in the beginning, everybody puts on their best foot forward. Everybody says and does all the right things so that you'll fall in love with them and that you'll want to be with them. And then ultimately, their unconscious stuff comes racing to the surface. And then what happens is they're not aware of it. And instead of doing the work and being present, they run from it. They make excuses, they cheat, they do what they do. And that's left you holding the bag going, WTF, I don't get it. He was saying and doing all the right things, and yet ultimately he just completely turned around or disappeared or emotionally checked out. And again, you've got to use that to your advantage. So when you understand that the truth always reveals itself, you don't have to jump into relationships. Now, it doesn't mean that you wait 6 years or 6 months before you get involved with a guy. It's simply a matter of, hey, let's get out, let's go out, let's get to know each other. And the more we get to know each other, the more you keep your eyes and ears open, you're going to be able to see if he's really the kind of relationship partner that you're looking for. And more importantly, you're going to see if he's the kind of relationship partner that you need. Because if you're getting your needs met consistently, you're going to know it. You're going to feel it. You're going to be happy. You're going to be satisfied with the quality of the relationship. But when you're not, again, you're going to know that as well. You're going to be constantly frustrated, upset, sad, angry, depressed, resentful. And that's a telltale sign that your needs aren't being met. So just because they're being met in the beginning doesn't mean that they're going to continue to be met over time. So I know this is a little heavy video, but I've just seen such a need for this video out in the GPS for Love community, because I see everybody jump into relationships and they get involved with guys who are saying and doing all the right things in the beginning, and then these guys do an about face and they reveal this whole other side to their nature, to their character. And a woman has already given her heart and other body parts, and she's left feeling like she's been duped. Well, I want you to use this so that you never get duped again. So that you sit back with caution, with your, arms, crossed, and just kind of, all right, show me who you are. Let's see, if you're really the kind of guy that I'm looking for. Not just today, not just this week, but a couple weeks, a couple months down the road. Because I promise you, when you do that, and you're not looking for it to work, and you're not looking for all the rationalizations and justifications, this is the one, in your hormones and your estrogen isn't taking over and causing you to see things a little different than they actually are. When you're just really living in the present and you just have your eyes and ears open, a man will always show you his true intentions. And if he's saying or doing things that cause you to question, make sure you pay attention. Don't make excuses. Don't ignore it. Don't rationalize or justify why it's different, why it's going to get better. See the truth for what it is, because as they say, the truth shall set you free. So, love to hear from you. Take some of your time, go back, look at the past. Were there signs? Was the truth happening? Did you ignore it? Were you missing the red flags because you were so high on love? Again, don't ever judge. It's not a mistake. It's an expensive learning lesson, but you want to use it to your advantage going forward so it would make it easier and more enjoyable to find the love you desire and deserve. So go ahead, take that mirror time, and then put your comments, questions, and feedback in the box below. As always, honor, privilege to see with you. Much love.